NBA 2K, we mentioned it, release is coming next week, early access anyway. They released their top 10 WNBA players. Nafisa Collier, best player on the game, 98. Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart, 97. Caitlin Clark, 96. Alyssa Thomas, 95. Sabrina Ionescu, 93. Nneka Ogwumike, Satu Sabali, Jonquel Jones, reigning Finals MVP. All 92s, and Angel Reese rounds out the top 10. The cover lady is a 90. Now, we don't know the top 20 yet at the time of recording with 2K, so I really can't ask you on the men's side or the NBA side of things. But I did see somebody point something out, and you are one of the most loyal 2K guys that I know. And I'm curious, 53, do you know the significance of that number?
I think I do know the significance of that number because is the other end of that number 19? Is that what got, is it? Or were we looking at the same tweet?
Yep.
Is 53 the number of players that are 85 overall and higher?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
That's fucking sorry. That's blasphemous.
That's how you feel about it.
No,
that's how you feel about
it. That's crazy, dude. That is like someone said that in NBA 2K15 10 years ago there was only 19 players that were 85 and higher. I understand that there are a lot of good players in the league nowadays, but like you got 50 something players that are an 85 overall and higher.
53.
Now I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the list and like the back end of that. All right, so we got Porzingis, OG, and Scotty Barnes, which like I feel like
that's such a weird assortment.
Yeah, that is a weird. That's what I'm looking at right now. Like, is KP really an 85 still? Probably not. Is OG an 85? I know he wasn't too happy with his rating. You sent me that video, but like, is he an 85? I don't know if he's an 85. Scotty Barnes to me 85. I think that's accurate. But then like we're looking through some of these other names here, like
DeRozan, Austin Reeves, De'Aaron Fox, Zach LaVine.
Is Austin Reeves an 85? I really like Austin Reeves. Is he 85?
82 still
85?
feels fair. Like 82 would feel fair. Like I don't even think that would be disrespectful for him. Like 82 feels
like I feel like 85 used to be like a very like prestigious number. Like it's like you are like top echelon, upper echelon, like you are a guy in the league if you are at 85. It does kind of feel like they're giving him away a little bit loosely now. Like Zach LaVine, is he still an 85? Julius Randle, is he really an 86? Like Jamal Murray, with all due respect, is he an 86? Like I don't know about
in the playoffs.
Like playoff
after
Jamal
April.
Murray.
After April.
Playoff Jamal Murray should be a 90. I'm not hating on that. But like, you know, the list kind of goes on and on here. Like, you know, I love my boy Derek White. Is he an 87? Like that feels pretty high to me. Like it's just it's I don't like, it's almost like participation trophy-esque. And I do know that like they got. Like it's become like a lot more popular for like Ronnie 2K to like give these players their ratings in person. And I know players give him, you know what, about like, you know, why is my rating this? Why is my rating that? But it almost feels like they're like tailoring to the players a little bit too much. Do you feel the same way or am I overreacting?
No, yeah. I think there's a lot of, I think what happens is, right, like the plateau changes and it's like, once you give one person 85, you kind of have to shift the entire scale. And I think that's what we're seeing. And I think that like, you know, Derek White, I think Derek White's a great player. And I know exactly the Celtics don't win without him. The Celtics aren't who they are without him. And he's more than a specialist, but he has a very specific set of skills. And I think that there needs to be a better way for his rating to not necessarily reflect what he's capable of doing on a game-to-game basis. Like, you know, the number that comes to mind right away is 81, and not even in a disrespectful way, but I feel like an 81 that is very, very good at blocking shots and like making the right play and feels like he never misses an open shot. I think there should be a way that translates to that being an 81. And that brings me to my final question. Cooper Flagg, 82. What do you think?
I mean, it's like, I guess on a scale,
on this scale, right?
on this scale, it's solid, but like, should he really be an 82 off the jump? Like what, like I bet you probably had a similar number in your head. Like I would have guessed like 78. I would have guessed he was like 78 or like 77.
Fair. And
82 is pretty high, man. Like,
I wrote this the other day, and there's some discrepancies because like, you know, the Sega versions of the games, their ratings aren't always there. So if you throw those out, and I'm going to put those out there right now, it's just Kenyon Martin was an 86 on NBA 2K1 when he was a rookie. I don't know if you knew that, which is
no, I did not
crazy.
Know that. I did not know that.
Elton Brand was
high school too. Or no, sorry, that's incorrect.
Straight off the broken leg at Cincinnati though, and Elton Brand was an 83 on NBA 2K. And this we'll wrap with trivia. outside, and I know you wrote about this last year, so I don't know how well you retained it or not, including Cooper Flagg. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other number 1 overall picks who were 80 or more on NBA 2K in the history of the game.
So Wemby was the highest rated rookie.
84.
He was like an 84. Yeah, okay, yep, I remember. I like vaguely remember writing that. I'm assuming Zion is in that company.
81.
Kyrie Irving, I feel like, is someone that was like pretty highly rated in 2K coming out.
He was not. And fun fact, because of the lockout, he had to get passion to the game.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I don't remember that.
He was a 70. I have them all in front of me. Kyrie was a 76.
All right. Well, so Paulo is like in that generation of like generous 2K ratings. Was he an 80?
78.
78. Really?
78.
Oh man, I feel like I'm getting stumped here. All right. Well, like LeBron is someone that I feel like was probably an 80 at least going into his rookie year.
78. High school tax.
78. High school tax is crazy.
78. Kwame Brown's the lowest all time. 71. Yeah, you said Zion.
I said Zion.
Zion and Wemby 84, 81.
Okay. Like what about like, man, I don't even know. Like Anthony Davis was probably an 80. He was so dominant in college. Didn't 79. Get there.
79.
79. Damn. What about Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin, another great guess, but 77.
Oh man! All right, I'm fully stumped. All right, you're gonna have to give it to me. I feel like I felt like those were solid guesses too.
So, well, I'll give you one hint. The guy we spent 10 minutes talking about to start the pod.
John Wall was an 80. All right, yeah, that
81.
Makes sense. That makes
81.
sense.
John Wall was an 81. Okay. Greg Oden on NBA 2K8 was an 80. D Rose an 80.
Okay.
Cade Cunningham 80, and this last one is kind of sad to say. Markelle Fultz was an 80.
Oof. I mean, yeah, I guess. You know what? That's an interesting. If you go back and watch
the Washington tape, it makes sense.
No, for sure. He looked like James Harden, bro. He did. He literally looked like James Harden at Washington. But like, that's an interesting group. That like I feel like Anthony Davis to me is a better guess than like Markelle Fultz. You know what I mean? But again, new era.
Yeah. And then to land the plane here, the rest of the rookies that are top 10 on this year's game: Dylan Harper 78, Ace Bailey 77, VJ Edgecombe 76, Con Knipple 75, Trey Johnson 75, Kaman Malawat 74, Jeremiah Fear 73, Yegor Dimon 72. Colin Murray Boyles rounds out the top 10, 72. So there you go. Raptors got 72 in Colin Murray Boyles, 84 in Brandon Ingram, 85 in Scotty Barnes. I think RJ Barrett's an 84 as well. So maybe they'll be a fun team to play with on the game.
I'm very curious to see what this top 20 look. I'm very curious to see what this top 20 looks like because like I mean I don't notice any glaring omissions yet, but I feel like 2K is probably, especially with the way they've been rolling these things out, like there's going to be something in there that's going to get people going, and I don't know what it's going to be. But I mean, hey, we'll find out. We're already rolling into the 90s. There's at least 24 players that are 90 or higher. So there's more players that are 90 or higher in this year's 2K than there were players that were 85 and higher 10 years ago, which is crazy.
Put it that way, it's nuts.
Yeah, here we go.
It's nuts, and to think like it's just. I think he earned it, but it's just kind of jarring to see Jalen Williams as a 90. Like love J-Dub, but it just is an interesting thing. So
is he really is he really on the same level? With all due respect, is he on the same level as I'm looking at the names ahead of him right now? Is he better than Paolo Banchero and Evan Mobley, who just won Defensive Player of the Year? And is he on the same level as Kyrie, Trae Young, and Jaylen Brown?
That's tough to say, man. It's tough to say.
Jalen Williams,
granted, everything he did in the playoffs was with a messed up wrist, but still. And
obviously, as a team player, like he's a better. You'd rather have Jalen Williams on your team than like Trae Young on your team. But I'm saying like individually and especially like in 2K,
building around him, building a franchise guy. Yeah, like like it's a video game. It's a difference. So basically, the shout out. I'm looking forward to playing the game. Love the game. Don't get me wrong, but I'll be interested to see how this translates to the game, and I'm excited to talk about that on here. Thanks for checking out NBA Soundsystem Canada on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe below. And find us wherever you get your podcasts. And on Instagram, we have weekly episodes and bonus content throughout the week.